Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to talk to you today because we have breaking news that literally just happened yesterday, and if you haven't seen it yet, you need to stop everything and pay attention because this is huge. Jungkook's brand new Calvin Klein Spring 2026 campaign officially dropped on February 24th, which was yesterday, and it is absolutely taking over the internet right now. The numbers are insane, the visuals are stunning, and Jungkook himself has given us some amazing quotes about the campaign that show just how much this partnership means to him. We're going to break down everything you need to know about this fresh campaign, the behind-the-scenes details, the incredible impact it's already having just one day after release, and why this continues to prove that Jungkook is one of the most powerful brand ambassadors in the entire world. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, smash the like, drop a comment telling me if you've seen the campaign yet and what you think of the visuals, and let's dive into all the amazing details of this brand new Calvin Klein campaign. Alright, so let's start with the most important fact, which is the timing of this campaign release. This campaign officially launched yesterday, February 24th, 2026, which means as I'm recording this video and as you're watching it, this is literally brand new content that the world is experiencing in real time right now. In today's fast-paced digital world where content becomes old news within hours, being able to talk about something that dropped yesterday gives us this incredible opportunity to be part of the conversation as it's happening. The excitement and buzz around this campaign is at its absolute peak right now. Social media is exploding with reactions, fans are sharing the photos and videos everywhere, and the numbers are climbing by the minute. This is what makes covering breaking news so thrilling. We're all experiencing this moment together. Now let's talk about what this campaign actually is and what makes it special. This is Calvin Klein's Spring 2026 denim campaign featuring Jungkook, and it represents his continued partnership with the brand as their global ambassador, a role he's held since March 2023. What's particularly exciting about this campaign is that it focuses specifically on denim, which is absolutely iconic for Calvin Klein as a brand. Denim has been central to Calvin Klein's identity for decades. It's what many people think of first when they think of the brand, and having Jungkook as the face of their denim campaign for Spring 2026 is a huge statement about his importance to the brand and their confidence in his ability to represent their most iconic product category. The campaign was shot in New York City, which is perfect because New York has this incredible energy and urban aesthetic that matches perfectly with both Calvin Klein's brand identity and Jungkook's personal style. The photographer for this campaign is JiminLaugh, who is a legendary fashion photographer known for his bold, striking images and his ability to capture both strength and vulnerability in his subjects. If you're familiar with high fashion photography, you know that JiminLaugh is one of the biggest names in the industry, and the fact that Calvin Klein brought him in for this campaign shows the level of investment and importance they're placing on this project. The music used in the campaign video is Block Rockin' Beats by the Chemical Brothers, which is this iconic high-energy track that perfectly matches the dynamic, confident vibe of the campaign. Every element of this campaign, from the location to the photographer to the music choice, was carefully selected to create a cohesive, powerful visual and emotional experience. One of the most interesting and unexpected elements of this campaign is the appearance of Rosie Perez, who is a legendary actress and New York City icon. Her cameo in the campaign adds this element of authenticity and connection to New York culture that makes the campaign feel more than just a fashion shoot. It feels like a celebration of the city and its energy. Rosie Perez brings decades of entertainment credibility and that genuine New York attitude, and having her in the campaign alongside Jungkook creates this intergenerational, cross-cultural moment that's really special. It shows that Calvin Klein is thinking beyond just fashion and is creating content that speaks to broader cultural conversations and connections. Now let's talk about what Jungkook himself has said about this campaign, because his quotes give us insight into how he feels about returning to Calvin Klein and what the experience was like for him. In his official statement about the campaign, Jungkook said, "I know that my fans have been eagerly waiting for this return, and it feels so good to be back in the brand's iconic denim. The energy on Calvin Klein sets is always incredible, and this shoot was no exception. I am excited to see the campaign out in the world." What I love about this quote is that he acknowledges his fans right at the beginning. He knows that ARMY has been waiting for new Calvin Klein content, and he's excited to give that to them. The phrase, "it feels so good to be back," shows genuine enthusiasm and comfort with the brand. This isn't just a contractual obligation for him, he genuinely enjoys working with Calvin Klein and being part of their campaigns. Jungkook also shared more specific thoughts about the products and the styling, saying, "I love Calvin Klein jeans because they're designed to be lived in. The looks I wore for this campaign nod to 90s style while feeling completely modern. It was exciting to bring together my love of music, dance, and fashion against the energy of the city." This quote gives us so much information about the campaign's concept and Jungkook's personal connection to it. The idea that the jeans are designed to be lived in speaks to authenticity and practicality. These aren't just fashion pieces for photoshoots, they're real clothes that real people wear in their daily lives. The reference to 90s style is really interesting because the 90s are having this massive resurgence in fashion right now, and Calvin Klein itself was hugely influential in 90s fashion culture, so this campaign is tapping into that nostalgia while making it feel contemporary and relevant to today's audience. And the fact that he mentions bringing together music, dance, and fashion shows how this campaign allowed him to express multiple aspects of his artistry and identity. Let's talk about the actual pieces featured in the campaign because the collection details are really interesting. The campaign showcases full denim ensembles, which means Jungkook is wearing denim pieces from head to toe in some of the shots, creating that bold, statement-making denim-on-denim look that's very fashion-forward. There's also a shearling-trimmed leather jacket featured, which adds this element of luxury and texture contrast to the denim pieces. One of the most exciting new elements is the CK emblem print, which is Calvin Klein's monogram transformed into an all-over graphic pattern that appears on jeans and trucker jackets. This is a fresh take on logo fashion that feels modern and artistic rather than being overly branded or obvious. The campaign features 90s straight jeans and baggy silhouettes, which as we mentioned connects to that 90s aesthetic revival, and there are also trucker jackets, casual logo t-shirts, and oversized bombers included in the collection. The styling creates this balance between classic Calvin Klein denim aesthetics and contemporary streetwear influences, making it feel both timeless and current. Now here's where things get really crazy, and this is the part that shows just how powerful Jungkook is as a brand ambassador and cultural influencer. The numbers that this campaign has generated in just one day are absolutely insane and honestly unprecedented in many ways. Within just 15 hours of the campaign launching on Instagram, it had already accumulated 8.6 million views. Let me repeat that, 8.6 million views in 15 hours on just one platform. By the 20-hour mark, the campaign video had reached 10 million views on Instagram, and as of the most recent data I could find, it's at 11.79 million views and still climbing. On TikTok, the campaign video has 5.2 million views, and these numbers are continuing to grow exponentially as more people discover the campaign and share it with their networks. But the impact goes beyond just view counts, although those are certainly impressive. During New York Fashion Week, where Jungkook attended the Calvin Klein Spring/Summer 2026 show back in September 2025, his appearance generated $7.44 million in media impact value. To put that in perspective, that represents 30% of Calvin Klein's total media impact value for the entire Fashion Week. A single ambassador generated nearly a third of the brand's total media value at one of the most important fashion events of the year. And it gets even more specific, one Instagram post of Jungkook's arrival at the fashion show generated $825,000 in exposure value by itself. One post. On the social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter, there were 1.3 million posts mentioning Jungkook during this time. These aren't just impressive numbers, they're numbers that demonstrate genuine cultural impact and the ability to drive conversations and engagement at a massive scale. What do these numbers actually mean for Calvin Klein as a brand and for Jungkook as an ambassador? They mean that this partnership is delivering incredible return on investment for the brand. When you're paying someone to be your global ambassador, you want to see concrete results in terms of visibility, engagement, and ultimately sales. The media impact value of $7.44 million during Fashion Week alone likely exceeds what Calvin Klein is paying Jungkook for his ambassadorship, meaning the partnership is profitable from a pure publicity standpoint before you even factor in the sales increases that come from his association with the brand. For Jungkook, these numbers reinforce his position as one of the most valuable celebrity endorsers in the world. Brands look at these metrics when deciding who to partner with, and performance like this makes Jungkook incredibly attractive to luxury and fashion brands who want to reach global audiences, particularly younger consumers and international markets. The timing of this campaign is also strategically interesting when we consider where Jungkook is in his career right now. BTS is preparing for their group comeback with the album Ararang scheduled for March 2026, which is just a few weeks away. This Calvin Klein campaign dropping in late February creates this perfect momentum and visibility heading into the comeback. Jungkook is in the public eye, he's being talked about across fashion and entertainment media, he's trending on social media, and all of that attention and energy can flow directly into excitement and support for the BTS comeback. It's a synergistic relationship where his fashion and brand partnerships support his music career and vice versa. This is smart career management and strategic timing that maximizes the impact of both the campaign and the upcoming music releases. This campaign also represents continuity and evolution in Jungkook's relationship with Calvin Klein. He was first announced as a global brand ambassador in March 2023, so we're now approaching the 3-year mark of this partnership. During that time, we've seen multiple campaigns including the initial announcement campaign, various seasonal campaigns throughout 2023 and 2024, a holiday campaign in December 2025, and now the spring 2026 denim campaign. What's interesting is that each campaign has built on the previous ones while also bringing something new. We've seen Jungkook in different settings, wearing different collections, embodying different aspects of the Calvin Klein aesthetic, and this evolution keeps the partnership feeling fresh and exciting rather than repetitive or stale. The longevity of the partnership also signals mutual satisfaction. Calvin Klein clearly values what Jungkook brings to the brand, and Jungkook clearly enjoys working with them and feels the partnership aligns with his personal brand and values. It's also worth noting that this Calvin Klein partnership exists alongside Jungkook's other luxury brand ambassadorships. He was recently announced as a brand ambassador for Chanel's beauty and fragrance line in late 2025, and just this month in February 2026, Swiss watchmaker Hublot announced him as their global brand ambassador with an event in Seoul. Having multiple luxury brand ambassador with an event in Seoul. Having multiple luxury brand partnerships at this level is actually quite rare and demonstrates Jungkook's unique position in the entertainment and fashion industries. Most celebrities might have one major fashion or luxury partnership, but to have Calvin Klein, Chanel Beauty, and Hublot simultaneously shows that these brands see him as valuable enough that they're willing to share him rather than demanding exclusivity. Each partnership targets slightly different markets and product categories. Calvin Klein is fashion and lifestyle, Chanel is beauty and fragrance, and Hublot is luxury watches, so there's minimal overlap and conflict between them. The cultural significance of Jungkook's Calvin Klein partnership, particularly as it's displayed in this new campaign, extends beyond just business and numbers. As a Korean artist representing a major American fashion brand in campaigns shot in New York City and distributed globally, Jungkook is part of the ongoing globalization of fashion and the breaking down of geographic and cultural boundaries in how brands market themselves. Calvin Klein choosing Jungkook as one of their primary global ambassadors, giving him major campaigns like this denim launch, and investing heavily in content featuring him, sends a message about who their target consumer is and what values they want to embody. They're signaling that they're a global brand for global audiences, that Asian markets and consumers are incredibly important to them, and that they value the kind of cross-cultural appeal and authenticity that Jungkook represents. For fans and followers of Jungkook's career, campaigns like this are exciting not just because we get to see new photos and videos of him, although that's certainly a bonus, but because they represent his growth and evolution as a global artist and cultural figure. When BTS first debuted, the idea that one of the members would become the global face of Calvin Klein, appear in campaigns shot by legendary photographers, generate millions of dollars in media value, and be discussed in major fashion and business publications would have seemed like an impossible dream. But through years of hard work, consistent quality in his music and performances, genuine personality and authenticity, and smart career management, Jungkook has reached this level where these kinds of partnerships are natural and expected. This campaign is a celebration of that journey and achievement. So guys, that's everything we know about Jungkook's brand new Calvin Klein Spring 2026 campaign that literally just dropped yesterday. From the New York City shoot with legendary photographer Myrtle to the Rosie Perez cameo, from Jungkook's genuine enthusiasm and his quotes about being back with the brand to the absolutely insane numbers showing 8.6 million Instagram views in 15 hours and $7.44 million in media impact value. From the stylish denim and 90s-inspired aesthetic to the strategic timing ahead of the BTS comeback, this campaign is a massive success story that's unfolding in real time right now. The fact that we can talk about this while it's still fresh and trending makes it even more exciting because we're all part of this moment together. Have you seen the campaign yet? What do you think of the styling and the overall aesthetic? How excited are you that Jungkook continues to succeed at this level in the fashion world while also preparing for the music comeback? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments. And if this video got you caught up on all the details of this brand new campaign, please give it a huge thumbs up, share it with everyone who loves Jungkook and wants to stay updated on his activities, subscribe if you haven't already because I'll be covering the Arirang comeback extensively when it drops in a few weeks, and hit that notification bell so you never miss breaking news like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.